Hi, Curt Carlson here with my value creation tip for the week. And I'd like to start out with one of those really important moments in the history of innovation and value creation. It's the moment in that wonderful movie, Ratatouille, when Ego says to Linguini, surprise me, surprise me. And, that is a really key lesson in innovation. Are you going to surprise people when they hear about your proposed innovation? And I've listened to thousands and thousands of presentations, and very few do that. For example, we were doing a workshop with a leading manufacturing company, a terrific company, great people, and they were giving us their value propositions for their new initiatives, and there was one on drones. And drones are really popular because, of course, the technology now has come together, so you can actually build them. And there are literally dozens of major opportunities, multi-billion-dollar opportunities, a few for manufacturing, but a lot for services, for crop surveillance and maintenance, delivery of packages, things like forest maintenance, just lots of different things. So it's an important area. So they present their value proposition. So what's the need? The need is for drones, high quality drones, because there are so many different interesting, important markets to be addressed. Their approach is to develop a really high quality, medium size, medium price drone. The benefits per cost is it's going to be a really high quality drone. Positioned in the marketplace. And in terms of the competition, they're hoping that their competitive advantage will be their ability to make really high quality drones. Now, you probably think I'm exaggerating a little bit, and I suppose I am, but not much. That's what it sounded like, because then we had this following conversation. You have some special feature with your drone. No, not really. It's going to be a medium price, medium sized drone. Do you have intellectual property to protect your drone? No, not really. Not yet. No. Do you have a special navigation or software functionality of some sort? No, we're going to license that. What about the user interface? Is there something special about that? No, we'll probably license that as well. What about the business model? Well, we'll probably go through normal distributors, so we'll see how that works out. Okay. Now, there's nothing wrong about what they said. What's disturbing about it, of course, is without a competitive advantage, they're going to have a hard time. And they may make it. Who knows? Sometimes just getting out there and getting going can be a good thing to do if you keep on adapting and learning fast. But the chances are they're going to go away. They'll be like most of those other 400 that are going to go away. They're going to go away just like during the internet bubble. And that's what we see over and over again. When things become possible, people jump in, but they really don't have a competitive advantage. We want to be surprised. We want to see the wow factor of what they've got. And so here are some examples. I use the upside down ketchup bottle because it's a nice, easy example. What was the problem? You identified the problem. Problem was hard to get the ketchup out, and sometimes you'd spill it all over the table. The key insight was to develop a nozzle that you could turn the ketchup upside down that was sealed, but would let you squeeze the ketchup out. Wow, I went wow. I actually went wow when I saw that. What about SpaceX? What's the problem with space travel and being able to build space networks and that kind of thing? The problem is it's expensive. Why is it expensive? Because when we shoot rockets up, we blow them up, and we have to start from scratch each time, and that costs a lot of money. So the key insight there was we'll have to re-land the spacecraft. Well, I don't know about you, but when I saw what's going on when they take this huge rocket, invert it, and then bring it back down, I went, wow, that's really an amazing thing. Steve Jobs with the iPhone. What's the key insight there? Well, people were saying they wanted better keyboards. Well, that's really not what they wanted. They wanted greater functionality and convenience. Steve Jobs recognized that, and his key insight into the solution was the touchscreen. And he gave, kind of like the ultimate presentation when he introduced that. With Siri, that's a little more complicated, but the key insight there was what's called the semantic network. And the problem is this: when you type into your computer, I want a restaurant tonight in Boston, the problem with that is there are a lot of restaurants in a lot of places called Boston. So the computer doesn't necessarily know you're going to Boston and what your itinerary is going to be and where you're going to be spending the night. So how do you disambiguate that? And when we saw that at SRI, it was mostly developed by a fellow named Adam Shire, who's the genius behind Siri, and then he went off and formed Viv, another personal assistant company. That was not a little thing. That was a huge thing that opened up that opportunity. So that's what we're looking for each time: is what's the thing that you've seen that has prevented solving the problem that you're going to solve, that's going to really change the game in some way. So we're not looking for usually a 5 or 10% improvement. We're looking for a factor of 2 or 10, something that really does change the game. And when you see it, you go, wow, that's amazing. That's a wow factor. Now, what's the problem if you don't have a wow factor? Well, it means everything you're going to do is going to be harder. You're going to have a hard time recruiting people, raising money. Your competitive advantage may not be enough that you even last, right? So always try and find something special. Keep on looking for the thing that you've found that's special. It's going to change the game in some way and wow us. In the movie Ratatouille, it was Ratatouille that Ego got. There was a completely transformational experience for him, and that, of course, made the movie. And here's what I know. I'm pretty sure of this. If you're not looking for your wow factor, you're probably not going to find it. So in your value creation activities, always be saying, what can we do that's unique and special? What have we identified that nobody else has identified that will make all the difference? Okay, well, and remember, it's through value creation and innovation that we're going to make the world a better place. Take care. Bye-bye.